Hello and welcome to our first live chat of the new year. Happy New Year vibes are going out. Oh my goodness, what an exciting time of year, right? I mean, I know there can always be a lot going on, can be overwhelming, but overall, I think it generally feels pretty good. So I thought it'd be fun today to talk about what you should know in 2025 if you're starting a home care agency or perhaps you're scaling your home care agency. And if we have not yet met, my name is Bethany Ratcliffe. I'm the creator of this Facebook group and also the YouTube channel. And we talk about everything home care here, right? So from starting your agency to whatever it takes to help it run, the systems that you need in place. We talk a lot about state requirements here in this group. And in the Home Care Agency Academy, which is our program that we have everything in there to help you start your agency or help it run better, more efficiently with documents and systems, all in there, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. We've got 3 things we need to cover today. Number 1 is going to be 5 things that you need to know for your agency in 2025. The second thing is going to be some questions that you guys have for me. I'm going to answer those. And then the third thing is I want to tell you about what is new inside of the academy this year. Okay, let's get started. So 5 things that you need to know. Wow. Number 1 would be, my writing is a little bit terrible. Maybe I should work on that. Okay, so number 1 is going to be demand for care. So the demand for care is growing. The aging population, it's increasing. 10,000 people every day turning 65 in the United States. And people want to stay home. They prefer home over an institution. I say that lightly because sometimes a facility is better. It's better for people, safety-wise, socialization-wise, supervision-wise. But all in all, it seems as though people want to age in place at home. And that's where home care services come in, okay? So 80%, I want you to remember this when you're thinking about your agency and thinking about if there's room for you at the table with your agency, is that there are so many people aging every day, as I pointed out. But not only that, the percentage of care that they need to stay at home, 80% of the care that they need is non-medical. 80%, not 20%, not 50%, 80% of the care they need is non-medical. This is huge, right? This is huge for us. And just something really important to remember and keep in mind. All right, now that's number 1, the demand. Number 2 is going to be licensing and compliance. So as you are starting your agency or running your agency, you've got to really make sure that you're sticking to the rules and regs of your state. And that can be an overwhelming thing for me to say or just to put out there, right? But it doesn't have to be. You can break it down, look at things piece by piece, and get it organized. So I'm talking about everything from licensing, caregiver qualifications, to operating procedures, making sure that these are in place, and researching your state's requirements thoroughly to ensure that you are in compliance. So what I do is go to your state's website, usually Department of Health, and make sure to download and print the rules and regs every single year. 3-hole punch it, put it in a binder, and have that for the year all updated. Or as they update them, they may send you notification if you're already licensed. Hey, we just did an update to the policies and procedures, so go ahead and print it then. Only do it if you need an updated copy. And then also on your state website, your Department of Health, they should have a spot where you can enter your email. And so that way there, they would email you a notification of any rule changes or updates. Then you can just print those out and add just those ones to your policies and procedures to your rules and regs manual throughout the year as those come up. Okay, so number 3 is going to be recruit and retain. This is caregiver recruitment and retention. So this is very, very crucial, obviously, right, to the success of your agency, because it's dependent on the caregivers. We've got to have them. And I speak to this in the academy that really, if you want to have an awesome agency, you want to make sure that your clients are well taken care of. Take care of your caregivers. That's the best way to do it. That's the best model. Otherwise, if you're trying to take care of everybody all the time, 150%, it's going to be very challenging. But obviously pour into your clients, do what they need and meet those needs, but really pour into your caregivers. So in 2025, what caregivers are going to be looking for is competitive pay. They want training programs. They want advancement, and they want workplace culture. So your caregivers are going to want a work-life balance. That's what people are craving and looking for. So be thinking of ways that you can foster that and promote that within your company. Okay, so number 4 is technology. So technology, this is actually pretty new to me, I'm going to be honest. We haven't been using technology that long in my agency, only the last, going on now 5 years. And that's because the state mandated it, that we had to start doing it. Medicaid said you've got to be using electronic visit verification. So that's why we started with it. But you know what? Even though I was resistant because I love a paper timesheet, it's been like the best thing. So you're going to want to make sure that you are using some scheduling software. You have your electronic visit verification dialed in if you're contracted with Medicaid, right? And this can all of the technology, what's so cool about that, right down to your billing and your payroll now, it can all just integrate. The same one system can really handle it all. So you'll want to make sure that you have that software that you're comfortable with, that you're getting good customer service from them, and that's affordable, right? Because they can be a little expensive at first. So technology's great. It's going to really help you a lot, save you time, reduce errors. But if you're just starting out and you're only doing private pay, in the academy, I have everything in there that has all the tools to run your agency without the tech, right? So it has the paper timesheets and has the information and masterclass about scheduling and things of that nature. So everything to do with that. So you can get started without tech. If tech overwhelms you, don't let it stop you, okay? Because you can without it in the beginning. All right. And let's see here, number 5. Number 5 is marketing essentials. Marketing essentials. So you've got to have a marketing plan in place for your agency. You've got to make sure, because word of mouth, relying on just word of mouth isn't going to necessarily work. It's not going to be enough to scale your agency. You got to have things dialed in, like your website, social media, also making sure that you're on Google. Like, if you don't do anything, make sure you're coming up on Google. When somebody in your community is putting in home care agencies near me, make sure you're coming up, because That's how most of my clients find me, believe it or not. Good old Google. All right. So the technology and the marketing, those are going to be our two recommendations for scaling your agency in 2025. Really working on those. Oh my gosh. So when I do a peace sign, we get balloons. Oh boy. Facebook is so much fun. Okay. Who would have thought? So you want to make sure you have that dialed in for scaling your agency. Those two pieces, the technology and the marketing. It's just going to help you to grow. So some bonus tips for you, 2 bonus tips for you. Knowing your niche. So you may say, well, I'm a home care agency. I'm providing care to people who want to stay home, perhaps elderly and disabled individuals. And that's wonderful. And that's great right there. If you're in an area where you have a lot of other agencies, maybe even, I don't really like the word competition because I feel like we're all kind of working for the good of this field and doing such a good thing that it's not really a competition to me. But if there are a lot of agencies in your area and you want to set yourself apart, consider a niche. So that could be that your agency is known for taking care of veterans. Your agency is known for when people get discharged from rehab center and you go into the home to do all their non-medical care. You're not going to be doing their physical therapy as a physical therapist, but you can follow the physical therapy instructions. You can have your staff do that, right? The home exercises, because let's face it, PT might only come in once a week once they're discharged from rehab. And you can say, well, my agency will make sure that the client gets their PT done every day or however it's written, right? You can also consider caring for people with being known for the agency that you care for people living with dementia, that maybe your staff has special training so that you can easily say that this is what we do and we specialize in it. I also myself have had experience with and considered expanding on hospice. So sorry, that's such a word. Sometimes it's just hard, but our clients that are with us for a long, long time, it's really nice to be there with them during the end of life. Also, we have had clients who join our agency just for their end of life care. So that is another possibility for a niche. Okay. And then the other tip I would give you is to focus on your client experience. So happy clients, they're going to make your best marketers, delivering them exceptional service, making sure that, their needs are met, the plan of care is being followed. If they have any complaints, it's being addressed in a timely fashion with resolution. So that's going to help them to refer other people to you, as well as give you glowing testimonials. All right. So super important to make sure that you're focusing on the client experience. All right. Second part of today, we have 3 parts, is I just want to cover a couple of questions that I see come up inside of the group specifically, and sometimes over on the YouTube channel as well. So where do I begin? That's what people ask. Like, how do I get this started? I don't know where to begin. Like, it's on my heart, it's in my mind, but I don't know where to begin. All right. That's everybody at one point or another, because let's face it, there's no school for this. That's why I started the Home Care Agency Startup Academy, because I'm like, it's got to be easier. These people need care. These people want to do it. Like, let's make it happen and make it simple and help people get this done as efficiently and quickly as they want to, right? So where do I begin? In the Facebook group, you're going to go up to the top and there's a section called the guides section. If you click on that, you'll be able to scroll through, and I have done quite a few states. I haven't done them all, but quite a few states I've gone through. There's a video lesson plus all the corresponding documentation that you would need and the links to your states and all of that, so that you can find where exactly you need to get started and what your state is requiring. So that's great. You know what your state's requiring. Also, if your state isn't there, let me know, because we'll make sure we get working on that video for you. But the files tab also in the Facebook group, click on that. There's quite a few little downloads there. There's also a file called State Home Care Requirements. And so that opens up to all the 50 states and all the requirements, all the links, to your state. And then another way, the last way that I can help you to get started is you can download my 11-step checklist. That's at BethanyRatcliffe.com/hub. And you don't have to put your email in. You don't have to do that. You just download it. It's right there. It'll pop right up for you. You can print it out if you like. If you do want to if you do want to receive an email from me, I do like 1 or 2 a month. I will be doing that this year. New year goals. I'll be doing that. So if you do want to be on the email list, just to be like caught up on what's going on and various things, then you can email me, and my email is on that same page. So BethanyRatcliffe.com/hub. And then you can download your checklist, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see my email where you can email me and I'll add you to the list myself. It just makes it easier for everybody. All right, so lastly, I want to tell you about what's new in this year for the Academy. So, first of all, we have our signature program, which is called The Course. So, The Course is lessons, it's documents, it's master classes, it's everything that you need to start your agency. I actually had an email this morning. It made me smile so much. It was so nice. And it was from somebody who just joined on the 28th, so 5 days ago. And he said to me, this course is outstanding. It's a business in a box with nothing left out. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want to hear. Yes. So I'm just going to give you a couple examples, but you're more than welcome. I will share where to click and go to look at this yourself so you can research it. But there's lessons in here like how to get your MPI, how to get your EIN, if you need to do LLC, creating your business plan, your job descriptions, your policies, your client documents. So your client folders, your employee documents. There's 22 documents just for the employees. How to design your logo, your brochures. Getting started contracting with long-term care companies, payroll 101, human resources 101, how to build relationships and connections with your medical professionals, right? Because they're your referrals. Supervisory visits, client evaluations. It goes on and on. And I'll share that with you so you can check it out. So that is open, the course. For anybody to join. What's included also with the course is we meet every other week on Zoom, and we have group coaching, we have mastermind mentorship, and have specific topics that we cover as it pertains to your home care agency, and really just helping you to move that needle forward. And in 2025, we're going to be bringing in some expert speakers into those monthly meetings. So I'm really excited about that. Really people to help with teaching about billing and payroll and marketing experts. So I think that's going to be really awesome this year. All right, so that's the course. That's like my student wrote to me today, a business in a box with nothing left out. I love that. I love that. So it's all there for you. And I have had several people reach out to me and say that they just want mentorship. That's all. They're just like, I just want mentorship, and I just want to learn more. Maybe they've already started their agency. Maybe they're thinking about it and just kind of want to dip their toe in. So for that reason, I decided to start a mastermind and mentorship membership. It's a lot of ships there. A couple of ships there. Anyway, this will only be open for January because, as my current students will tell you, I keep things kind of limited because, well, I like to keep things kind of simple and relaxed. Number one, for multiple reasons. Number two, I really like to be able to check in with everybody. I like to know everybody in the program, where they're at, what their goals are at, right? So same thing's going to apply for this membership because I really want everybody to have what they need from it. So it'll only be open for January. If you come to it in February, I'm so sorry. It won't work. You won't be able to get in. But perhaps in the spring we'll reopen it. We'll see how it goes. So that will be there for you to join. I will be honest, there won't be any documents there. No documents will be available, but you'll be able to join the monthly coaching sessions, mastermind, mentorship. You'll have access to me through email for anything agency related. You're also going to have access to our complete agency system series. So that is a really awesome value. And again, I will share the information on the membership so that you can check all that out and check out the details, what it includes. And for our Home Care Agency Academy alumni, so those of you who have gone through the program already, you've got your license or your license is in the pipeline, but you want to come back and be able to join those sessions live and also get all the benefits, reach out to me, let me know, because alumni get a significant price reduction on the membership, okay? And as with any of my programs, at any time, if you feel like you need more, you can always upgrade at a discounted rate as well, because I like to do things very, very fairly. All right, so I think that that's all that we needed to discuss today. We talked about the 5 things you need to know for your agency this year. We went over the questions, how to find your state requirements for getting started, and then I shared with you what's new in 2025. So, all right, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you for being here, and take care.